Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and will we ever get that beanstar? Hopefully. Maybe today even. Okay, we're not actually supposed to go this way. This is the way that we came from last time. So instead, go back here, backtrack back to the main area, and go the other way to find the other two switches. While doing that, I shall talk about things. First off, I finally got Heart Gold, Pokemon Heart Gold. So I now own a 4th generation game that can connect to White, so that I may send Pokemon over through that, for Pokedex reasons and just because. Pokedex haven't really been working on it all that much. I mean, I recently finished up Fire Red entirely, and I've been working a bit on Diamond. I have 6 badges on that. However, I have not actually caught very many Pokemon. Although then again, Sinnoh was one of the smallest additions. So I think for the most part I'm just going to... Ooh, 4, nice. I'm just going to go through at the end and catch them all. Or however many I can. But I also have the Pokewalker now as well, and it's interesting. However, kind of a little dumb at the moment, and another +4, nice. Kind of dumb mainly because I can't get very many things that I don't already have, and most of the things that I don't have yet, but I can get in the Pokewalker, I could just get in another game anyways, because I now own each generation at least one game that can connect. I have Fire Red, I now have Heart Gold. That was a quick level up. I have Heart Gold for Generation 2, I have both Emerald and Ruby for Generation 3, however I'm going to play through Emerald, just because. And I have Diamond for Generation 4 and White for Generation 5. So I'm going to be able to get most of, well, definitely not all of the Pokedex, but most of it. Either way, we have a new enemy right here. These will come in either groups of 2 or 3, and one of them will always be that cheap type of guy, which will jump up rather than bite you. So you want to keep track of which one it is so you know when not to jump. I'm pretty sure I killed... I'd recommend killing the cheap one first, just because you can't counterattack it while you can counterattack the other two, rather easily at that. And that was another quick level up. We're already level 30. Although... oh no, I haven't gotten that yet, never mind. So yeah, we're pretty high level. Should probably have some stats in the hundreds already, but I did get those poor rolls in the beginning, and once again, we're underwater. Is there one of these that I can get without going underwater? I don't think so. Perhaps. I shall remember to look at that later. But yeah, there are a couple spots where we can level up Mario to level 30. Yay. So we shall... His attack is so close to... Oh, we're back to this, aren't we? But his attack is so close to 100, so it should probably be a bit higher, because of the poor rolls at the beginning. But again, oh well. So we have some beans over here that we can get, so just go ahead and dig them up. Swim on over, and hit him again. And I was confused right here, because the X didn't disappear, even though we did get the bean. You saw me get it. So I thought, okay, is this like a multiple bean spot? However, it isn't. For whatever reason, it just doesn't disappear. I'm guessing it was supposed to be hidden, but it's not very hidden if it's shaped like an X. Just like, the, actual bean spots are. And also, for those of you who are wondering, I started Heart Gold with Cyndaquil, just because that was the first, Pokemon that I started. That was the Pokemon that I started with the very first time I played Gold. And since it was Heart Gold, the direct remake, you know, you'd think that with these 4 stones in this gigantic diamond, you'd think that there would be something there, but no. But I chose Cyndaquil, mainly because I chose Totodile for my Crystal run here on YouTube, on my channel right here. Yay for shameless advertising of myself on my channel. That's great. And because I'm not a big fan of Chikorita. But yay, we finally now have found the second switch. We can switch it on, and further the rock bridge. Somehow this works. However, we are stopped by a tiny island, so it looks like we need to find one last button, or maybe a few more. So let's check on down here. Seems like this would be the prime location for a button. No, it isn't. This is actually the shortcut back out of this area once we're done here. However, well, once we're done with this section. However, over here, we have one of those rocks that were shown to us earlier. You know, now that I think about it, the rocks that you charge into are never used again after this area. In fact, this and one other puzzle is where they last appear. And then it's just the gigantic Koopas, if anything. So the hand power-ups really aren't that used all that much. It's, considering how somewhat late in the game it's given, okay. And also, how much can you honestly do with these power-ups? And yes, we got a +5 straight into 100. So Mario now has a base attack of 100 plus whatever he's wearing, which should increase his power by a lot. I mean, I got the best thing so far. Or it might be a little old. You might be able to buy something new by now, however, I'm unsure. Anyways, continuing on, we have the very last rolling rock puzzle thing. So you want to make sure that you get your fire ready, just to save a little bit of time, because you really don't have a whole lot of time. For this one at least, 20 seconds. So just go ahead, go on through, charge it, hit the button. That'll stop the time. And now you have to switch over to spin jump over there, hit the next one. And that'll cause the last one to appear, as well as another rock. So we have about 10 seconds left, less now though. And you want to make sure you don't run into that part right there, the darker green platform, because that would be simply awful. And you'd probably get mad. It's happened to me before, so make sure you're not around it. Be on the upper part of that platform right there when you launch your fire. And there you go, that's how you do it, even though I showed it. Okay, this is the one that you don't go underwater for. However, there were two others where we did have to, but oh well. And now we finally made it on over, we get our shortcut, and it also creates the rest of the path. So we can finally go over, meet this hermit guy, and hopefully get the beanstar back. I mean, hopefully he's not using it as a Christmas tree decoration or anything. I sure hope not. I mean, that would be simply awful, because we kind of need that to save the world, or rather just the princess, but eventually the world. I mean, I'm assuming that Cackletta, or rather Bowletta, would want to take over the world using the princess somehow. Maybe... What is Bowletta's plan, other than stealing the princess, really? I mean, okay, you get the beanstar back, but you can't activate it without the princess. So, yeah, we're going to need to figure that out later. Right now, we just need to get the princess back. And, dear God, he is using it as a Christmas tree decoration. And in fact, he is the Christmas tree. That is great. Honestly, this guy is hilarious. Thanta Clauth. That is hilarious. I mean, he's so dumb, and he's a giant enemy crab, and he has a Christmas tree as his shell, and he's using the beanstar as the star on top of the tree. This entire scene is hilarious, especially when you first watched it when you were 10. I mean, apparently they didn't notice it at first, but now they know that we are Mario and Luigi. I mean, maybe if they had noticed who we were beforehand, they would have helped us over here rather than just leave and tell us we'd get a wicked sunburn. And apparently, Mario is constantly kicking them, and that's apparently not being very effective. The president of the Mario fan club. Yes, that's why he dresses almost exactly like Mario, except for green, you know, like a certain Luigi. Okay, the famous brother who always gets left behind. Oh, not in Luigi's mansion, however, oh well. And then they ask him more questions. At first I didn't know the what's your sign thing, but now I do know, so just pointing that out there. And then he gets super angry, and the decorating has stopped, and we're stupid. And we need to fight him now, because he's the boss of this area. Okay, Hermie, and his claws, and his shell. So, first off, you're going to want to Splash Bros, or Bounce Bros, or no, Splash Bros and Knockback Bros onto his claws. However, we're going to start off with the Thunder Bros, because that Bros attack has a very nice side effect, which you will see soon enough. It is by far my best Bros attack specifically for this reason. And I have no idea what's with that crab right there. I think it's meant to be like a distraction. But anyways, you see right there? You see that little gray block and the down arrow? Basically, we have just lowered his defense, which is amazing. So we're now going to do even more damage. So this guy and all the other bosses should be done rather quickly. Basically, the Thunder Bros and any other Bros move after that, it is the ultimate boss destroyer of this game, for the most part. There are one or two that it really doesn't work out. And I'm pretty sure I messed up the button combo on that one, and I didn't hit the third one. And whenever his claws aren't bandaged, he will counterattack when you hit him. However, it really isn't that bad, especially when you only have one. Now, I messed up here, sort of. These are only going to do 1 damage. However, what you want to do is light it on fire, which I am technically doing. However, I'm doing it the way that costs BP and still does a bunch of little amounts of damage, and eventually I run into him anyways. But really, you just want to use your hand power, Mario's hand power, light him on fire, and that'll be enough. And then you can just continue on. However, his claws are re-healed. There we go, 116 damage. That might not seem a lot compared to most RPGs, however, it is a lot for this game, especially at this point. Yeah, sometimes when counterattacking, he'll fake you out like that when he has both claws. But when he only has one, it's very easy. And whenever the claw suddenly randomly grows and shrinks in size continuously, that's when he's going to use, that's the claw that he's going to use. And he has another attack, I believe, where he spits out bubbles and you have to hammer them. However, it seems like he... we delayed his explosion by learning the advanced command. That is great, and also Luigi now has 100 of power. That's great. But the advanced techniques are basically better versions of your Bros attacks that you can get after successfully doing your Bros attacks a certain number of times, depending on the Bros attack. I'm not going to go over how many you need, and I'm not going to show off the advanced ones, because quite honestly, I've never done them ever, and I've only really gotten the advanced techniques for Splash Bros, Knockback Bros, and Chopper Bros. But anyways, they have side effects like multiple hits on Knockback Bros, I believe. I believe Splash Bros will allow you to steal an item. And Chopper Bros, you can continuously jump back up and continue to hit, continue to swing your hammer around or something like that. Oh no! You can also have Luigi hit the enemy with his hammer. But those are all the ones that I know offhand. There's probably a video of them on YouTube if you really care enough. I'm not going to show them all off because there is already a video doing that, I'm sure. You could search it. You could find it on your own. Just search like Mario and Luigi Bros Advanced Moves or something like that. Or Advanced Bros Moves. And you can find it, and those are it. Or you can just look up like what they are on the Mario Bros Wiki. Or something like that. So yeah, that was pretty awesome though, how I delayed his explosion. And I know this is like a minute off, however, he was so happy, he finally gave in, and he gave us our beanstar piece back. And that is the longest it takes to get a single beanstar piece. All the other ones are a lot quicker than that. And you remember a long time ago I said we want to get this Chucklehuck Woods pipe? Well, it's finally coming into play. Next time on Let's Play Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I will see you then. Once we get to a save block, of course. Okay, here we go. This is a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.